Hey guys, what's going on? Finally back on YouTube. Been about a month or so since I last uploaded. Just lost the motivation during the pandemic, but hopefully I'll be uploading more frequently again now. Just mentally didn't feel ready to record and upload and edit. But as you can see from the title of this video, it's my predictions for the new Premier League season starting this weekend. Really tough to pick. I've gone through a couple of different ways to do it. I'll post a photo on my social media accounts showing what I've dissected, being win, loss and draws in the pre-season, how I've ranked their recruitment and their transfers up until the time of recording, and how I see them going through their first 5 games of the season. So I'm going to start by working my way up from who's getting relegated to who's going to win the league. And unfortunately, my bottom two are two of the new boys in Watford and Norwich. It's, as I said, just going through how they've done, it's great to see them back, but I don't know. I've got a feeling it's for both of them. Norwich is going to be same as usual, same as they've always done in the last 2 decades, which is up, down. I just can't see them breaking that habit this season. Watford will actually have them finishing last. With Watford, I'm just not sure whether they've got enough to do well. It is a long season, but I see them struggling, as well as the other team I have getting relegated, which is Crystal Palace. Just going through their roster change, their list changes from who they've lost to who they've brought in, and having a relatively rookie gaff, I don't see them doing too much this season. I think they go down this year. I don't see them doing much. It's a tough choice between them and the next team above them in Brighton. I see those two interchanging in that bottom 3 throughout the season. But for some reason, I just see Palace going down. But then, as I said, Brighton just staying up. Also see Brentford coming in, not doing too badly, but not doing the greatest either. I see them finishing in 16th, just above and around that relegation battle for the season. I'm hoping they do well, but I think that's probably their limit for this year. Aston Villa I have finishing next in 15th. They have done well in recruitment, but whether they've strengthened enough, I don't know. Losing Grealish the last couple of days, I think it's really going to hurt them. I see them, around 15th, maybe push up a couple of spots more, but I don't see them going much higher. Then I've got Southampton, Wolves, Burnley and Everton rounding out the top half of the bottom 10 teams in the league. Pretty stock standard, where you expect them to finish. I see Wolves struggling a bit, losing Patricio in goals. He really kept them in a lot of games. How they can come back from that loss, I'm not sure. He was the keeper that you looked at when you played Wolves, and if he was always in the lineup starting goals, and you knew it was going to be a tough day for a goal to be scored. But we'll see how that plays out for them. But I think losing him is just that little bit that will drop him down to about 13th, maybe even lower. That was one of my tough ones. I couldn't really pick where to put them, but they're a solid Prem team. I see them sticking around. 10th, I have Newcastle. I see Newcastle doing well this year. I think they will surprise a lot of teams. I see them getting a lot of results that people wouldn't expect. But I see them going mid-table and potentially going on a good cup run as well. Then I've got Leeds in 9th. They surprised a lot of people last year. I tipped them to finish up the top end of the table, which they somewhat did. A lot of people were surprised with that. Said I was wrong, but that's where they finished. I see them dropping down a little bit this year, finishing in ninth, just behind Arsenal and Tottenham. I see them dropping down a bit as well. I'm just, as I said at the start, doing the predictions for this season, it's been really hard trying to work out where to put the teams going on their pre-season form, their recruitment, and their first 5 fixtures. It's just trying to predict what's going to happen in 5 fixtures' time is so hard to do. But, yeah, and then the top 6, I have West Ham finishing in 6th. I know I had them possibly going down last year, around that area. They surprised me. They did really well last year. I know every time you predict West Ham to do well, they always go down, or they finish in around the relegation zone. But I think they're really starting to get that settled lineup, that settled game plan. I see them doing well this year. They could even push up higher, who knows. But I think 6 is about right for West Ham this year. And then 5th, I have Leicester. So we saw them win the Community Shield. They were very unlucky to miss out on the Champions League last year. But I see them coming through strong this year. It depends on, there's still a few players that may be leaving or coming. Wait and see how that plays out. But I see Leicester having another strong season this year. Then onto the top 4. I've got Liverpool in 4th. Yes, they have all the players from last year that were out injured for 90% of the season coming back, but I'm not sure if that's going to help. If it's going to help them more straight away, or that the players are still going to have to find the minutes in their leagues in the Premier League. But they will finish top 4. There's no doubt about that. It's whether they can come back with the same sort of form they had 2 years ago when they won it. That's something to wait and see. But I just think they will be top 4, but I'm not sure if they'll go much higher at them 4th. 3rd, I have Chelsea. Won the Champions League last year. They started poorly. I thought they were going to win it last year. Obviously, I was wrong there. Started poorly. Sacked Lampard, bringing in Tuchel, who did wonders with them. I think giving him the full season could see them in 3rd, maybe even pushing for second or winning the league. But I think 3rd is a fair place to put them. And it's been so hard with all these teams because of the Euros and the Olympics, and it's just been so hard to put them quite confidently in positions. But I see the top 2. 2nd, Manchester United, which means the champions this year again, Manchester City. Look at City. They've just strengthened. They just brought in Grealish, who's, I think, going into that City system, I think it's going to take them to another level. United's done really well. I see it being very tight between those two, but I see City just having enough to get over the line again. It's going to be an interesting season. Got the crowds back in the Premier League again this year, but it'll be interesting to see if that's for the whole season, for a part of the season, whether anything changes. Who knows? We saw it firsthand here in Australia during the pandemic recently. As I said, I haven't uploaded videos. We did have crowds. Crowds are gone now. It's just be interesting to see how that plays out, and again, what effect that has on the games. It's going to be... last season was strange. This season's going to be strange again because now we've got the crowds back. It's going to see how things work against each other. But I'll put up my full predicted table finish now, and you can see where I've got everyone. As I said, I'll put a photo on Instagram and Twitter showing how I've taken down all the stats up to the time of recording and how I see the season playing out. Let me know in the comments down below how you see the season playing out. Who do you see winning? Who do you see getting relegated? Who do you see finishing in the European places? Who's your surprise packet for the year? Honestly, I think mine... even though I have tipped them and said they've not done too well in recruiting, Crystal Palace, I think going down could be a surprise, but I don't know. I think I've done better this year than last year. I only got the one right last season. I think I'm going to do better this year. As I said, let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn that bell and be notified when I upload. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. As I said, comment down below what your predictions are. How wrong do you think I'm going to be? How right do you think I'm going to be? Where do you reckon I need to look at changing my predictions? Obviously, I'm not going to. I've done them now. But let me know what your predictions are in the comments down below. And as I always say, keep living a great life. Peace.